Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, we are live back with the Instigators Racing Winter Leagues with powder puffs on track right now.
Brand new season, Tyler. I'm excited. We got 3 full divisions and a mini series of powder puffs this year, and this will be their first race of the season, and I'm looking for tonight to be an exciting one. How about yourself?
Definitely looking forward to this one. There's going to be a lot of new things, but also keeping it at the same pace. But I think all the new things are going to really improve what this league is, and I'm glad to see the powder puffs on a 4-week basis because we had a heck of a race last year with the powder puffs in our one race.
Yes, we did. I don't think we have as many willing to come back out here. A few of them girls got scared last year after the race, but we're missing a couple tonight that I know they're going to be, the cars ain't ready yet, and they're going to try to make it on the next powder puff session, so we've got a couple more to get added in here after tonight. Well, just to name off a couple of these drivers out here right now, in the 54 machine, we have Jaden Swatsworth.
She's actually in the 9 right now, car-wise, in the 9 machine. So these wraps aren't going to exactly match up with the numbers tonight, I don't think. as we do have the women behind the wheel of the cars.
My trading paints must not be working tonight for these 4-cylinders, so why don't you go ahead and tell me?
Alrighty. I'll go down through here. In the 9 machine, it appears to be driving for Nick Anderson. That is going to be Jaden Swatsworth in that 9 machine. Right now, Jaden is quick time. Actually, no, Nakaya is going to go quick time. That is Nolan and Nick's sister. Nakaya? I think it's Nakaya Anderson in that. Nakaya in the 7. Let's see what car she's running. She's in the 728. So Nakaya is in the pink 728. She's quick time right now in front of Jaden Swatsworth. I'm driving the 29 machine tonight. That'll be for Blaze Harrison. That's going to be Riley Ahrensberger.
Yep, Ahrensberger.
For the number 8 machine of Blaze Harrison's car. A lot of jumping around going on right now. There's the 13 machine. That's going to be April Smeal. April Smeal driving that 13 machine for John Smeal. Jaden Swatsworth going to work to the inside of her right now as we burn this, give these ladies some practice laps. That's a new thing here this year. Not even with the league drivers in coming later tonight. We will not be limited to 5 laps. It'll be 15 minutes of practice to allow this track to be burned in a little bit as we have a little bit shorter races coming at you this year. In the 66 machine for Orvis Newcomb, that is Jess Adams. Jess Adams in that 66 machine. There's Nakaya in that 728. She'll go to the inside of Jess Adams. Trying to get through everyone here. Driving for the 157 of David McGovern. That is going to be CJ Vickland in that 157. In the 116 for Mike Anderson, that'll be Denise Anderson in that 116 machine. April Spiel going to work to the inside of him. Denise will grab a handful of the concrete there. No damage on for these 4 cylinders here tonight.
I don't think we mentioned the 29 driving for Cody Buck will be Hannah Dotts.
Hannah Dotts right there. She'll blow a little donut there.
A little 360 there going on.
For Jeremy Briol, driving the 27 machine I just saw there. That's going to be Cassidy Sunderland. She's in that 27 Dr. Pepper machine, and I think I got through them all. Right as the bell rang, I think I got them all. So alrighty, we will go into.
We're gonna get better at these girls' names. That's a new thing. Don't know it. We're just learning them, and we'll get better at finding out who's all driving what machine here. But
We're happy they're here. Truly
happy
happy.
they're here. That's
Truly
right.
happy they're here. As we'll look to see a couple of these women make their way out for qualifying. Right now on my screen for Jeremy Brialt, that is the Sunderland. That's Cassidy Sunderland in that 27 machine. She'll make her way out to start doing a little qualifying here. In that Dr. Pepper sponsor number 27. There's CJ Vickland in the 157. Gonna get a little high. She'll miss the concrete, though. She takes the green flag for her first lap. Jess Adams in that 66 machine also making a couple laps. These girls taking their time around here. Not what I was expecting. Nakia right on the bottom here in the 728 machine for Nolan Anderson.
Well, first time clocked in is Swatsworth right now. Oh, no. It just keeps changing. I better just keep watching. It keeps going.
Yeah, it's changing. Quick time right now is going to be Nakia. I'm sorry, Nakia, if you're watching this. I'm butchering. But Nakia right now, quick time with a 15.363 in that Nolan Anderson-owned 728. Second's going to be Jaden Swatsworth in the Nick Anderson-owned number 9. CJ Vickland third right now. Oh, CJ will go to fourth now as the Blaze Harrison-owned drove by Riley Ahrensberger will go to fourth now as Denise Anderson jumps up to third.
Still 2 to qualify.
That'll be April Smeal.
And Hannah Dots has not qualified yet.
Hannah Dots piloting the Cody Buck machine has not qualified yet. But April Smeal, quick time by a long shot there with a 14.966. She will go quick time. Last year wasn't able to make the one Powder Puff race we had, but I can vouch that she was pretty quick. So she showed it right now that she's going to try and put this one up front. And we're waiting on Hannah Dots to qualify right now. We'll see if she can get a lap in or not. But right now, your field stands as April Smeal, Nakia Anderson, Jaden Swatsworth, Denise Anderson. Then we have Riley Ahrensberger. Then we have CJ Vickland, Cassidy Sunderland, Jess Adams, and right now not qualified is Hannah Dots.
These are a lot of fun, Tyler. These girls don't have very much experience. I know April Spiel has a little bit of experience. I heard she'd done some racing in the past. Most of these girls has one race under their belt, and that would be last year's. Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining. And the reason we made a series this year, a mini series, is because just how entertaining it was. I saw a lot of hits as far as views on our Facebook, and pretty much decided that the viewers liked watching these girls, so we decided to bring them back more often.
Yeah, and we have a lot more on the schedule to possibly make it. Actually, your top two last year was Lexi Baumbarger, but now newly Lexi Hallman, as you might recognize.
I did not see her. I thought she'd be out here.
She is not here, but just newly married. You will see Hallman later on tonight in the big block division. So,
yeah, that's the one we're missing. I knew we were missing somebody, and that was who was supposed to be on the card tonight. And
so Lexi Hallman, your defending winner, not here for night 1 of the Powder Puff series. Hope to see her back. Also not here, second place runner Brittany Gearhart, not making it tonight. And a couple others that didn't quite make it for this week 1, but we've got a lot on the card here. on the card to return, so we hope to see them and continue to grow this field. But right now, a good little start for a field, you know. We've got 9 of them here tonight.
Yeah,
Hannah,
we have Sarah Schultz, who is signed up to possibly race for the Cody Schultz machine. We also have Chloe Patton, who signed up for Ryan Patton. And so we could have a field up to 12 cars here later on in the season. Hopefully we can get them all here for a night, but 9 cars is nothing to sneeze at, and I'm glad they're here.
So Hannah Dots did not make a qualifying lap, but she is on the grid. So she will start tail of this one of these 9 Powder Puff drivers. 25 laps set to go here. If you're looking for your favorite woman, favorite female driver to root for here tonight, it'll be on the top of your screen along with the rest of tonight's program. So April Smeal on the pole. Outside of her, that is going to be Nakaya Anderson. And then inside row number 2, that's going to be the 9 machine of Jaden Swatsworth. Outside of her, in the 116, that'll be Denise Anderson. Inside row number 3, that is going to be the 8 machine of Riley Ahrensberger. Then outside of her in the 157, that'll be CJ Vickland. And then we got cars wrecking in the back already before we've taken a green flag. We'll see if these ladies can catch up. That's going to be Jess Adams in the 66 back there. Hannah Dots.
Sounds like Hannah Dots is out there just hammer down in first gear.
Yeah, and also Cassidy Sunderland trying to make her way up as we're getting ready to go green. We're going to turn them loose at turn number 4, green flag. Denise Anderson already looking to go 3-1. We're in the wall early.
Oh, we've already got him hard. Oh,
that is mother and sister.
Man.
That is mother and daughter right there, wrecked on the wall in turn 1.
Man, already.
Mother and daughter, and I'm not sure if Nakai's going to be too happy with her mom right now. As the pace truck will come back out, we got Jane Swatsworth sideways on the back straightaway. Not sure what happened after that. Denise Anderson got a little bit maybe a little jumpy on that restart and got to the outside. We went 3 wide with the ladies down into turn number 1. And unfortunately, it's not looking like it panned out. Hard hit for Nakaya. Heavy contact.
Pace car is the fastest car on the track right now.
Yes, it is, and I'm scared they might be looking for the one to go. Because it looks like both Nakaya and Denise are going to take their way to the back of the field. As I think we might be going green here. So April Smeal leads the field. Let's see if these ladies can catch up. They got to make their way up. Is April Smeal ready to take the green flag, I think? We're green. So a couple of ladies lagging back there. Good jump there for Riley Ahrensberger. She's going to go to the outside. She's going to try to go to the second on the outside of CJ Vickland. Now she's going to go. Wow! She just blew the doors off April Smeal down the back straightaway. Oh, she got it caught in the steering wheel. Watch, hold on to it.
Oh, she holds on to it.
She'll hold on to it. April Smeal back to the point. CJ Vickland now looking to go to the outside of her. Right on the outside, big run off of turn number 2. Here comes Riley Ahrensberger. She's going to put the door on April Smeal. Oh, Riley Ahrensberger sideways. The yellow flag's going to come back out. Oh, my.
Where did CJ Vickland come from?
CJ Vickland.
Out of nowhere.
Back there running, just holding pace. Riley Ahrensberger.
Speedway.
Yeah, we do. Riley Ahrensberger, I think, started to lose the tail on that one, and she was, what a restart she had, though. What a rocket ship off of turn number 2. I thought, but you know how it is. These things, they started to come around on her, and she wasn't able to hold on to it. So that will be the yellow.
I think the leaders need to wait on the. They need to wait on the pace truck. I mean, they never stopped racing for 2 laps after the caution.
Yeah, I don't. The ladies are a little confused right now.
Let me go down there. I want to go down there and help them out, Tyler.
Why don't you help them out? You want me to give her a delay?
Yeah. Give him a delay.
All right, you go down there. So Dad is going to go down there and try and help these ladies get in line here. You need help, buddy? You need me to drag you?
I got it.
You got it.
Maybe not. It's a new computer. Put me down there.
Okay. Alright, we're going to try and get these ladies situated to where they need to be. April Smeal was your leader. She's going to be able to come up. Alright, we're starting to look a little better now. Because we are 4 laps into this one. Because we're green. A lot going on for the Powder Puff. So April Smeal is going to be your leader. CJ Vickland runs in second right now. Here comes Ahrensberger back. Oh, April Smeal's in the wall. Your leader. Overdrives the corner and doesn't get her turned hard into the outside wall.
It's been pretty exciting. Only 5 laps in. I got down there and they just got everything straightened away.
And April Smeal overshot the corner. So that is going to give CJ Vickland the lead. She will inherit the lead. So CJ Vickland got to be her leader. Second's going to be Jane Swatsworth. Then we have Riley Ahrensberger. And then Cassidy Sunderland, Nakaya Anderson, Denise Anderson, and now April Smeal's got to try and claw her way from the back here. Jane Swatsworth got a little ego there. I think that was off a turn number 2. We're going to be going green this time. Now Ahrensberger's going to take advantage of that. She'll go to the inside. So Jane Swatsworth mixed up there when we were going green there. So now Ahrensberger takes advantage. She'll go to second. Down the back straightaway. Ahrensberger second. CJ Vickland, your leader. Out of turn number 4, CJ Vickland has the lead. Here comes Ahrensberger. Is she going to put the door? We got a yellow. Oh, there's a slide job. Jess Adams. Contact. CJ Vickland over the tire. Caution flags out. So caution flag back out now for the powder puff. And pace truck already maybe looking, not going to dip off yet. But we got CJ Vicklin, Riley Ahrensberger, Jane Swatsworth. Then we have Cassidy Sunderland, April Smeal, Nikaya Anderson, and Denise Anderson. Jess Adams behind them. Here we go. Green flag out of turn number 4. CJ Vicklin takes the green flag, and Jane Swatsworth gets a good restart on the inside. Oh, Ahrensberger's in the wall. Can't you get it off the wall? Hard into the outside wall. She'll keep it straight. April Smeal now goes to third. April Smeal now to the third. Jane Swatsworth takes a peek to the inside of CJ Vicklin. She'll pass her. CJ's out of whack. She'll hold on to it. Ahrensberger completely dumps CJ Vicklin. And the yellow flag's out. Oh, they're wrecking under caution. We might have two people a little mad here. Two birds mad, though. So, Jane Swatsworth, now your leader. Over CJ Vicklin, April Smeal. So, Jane will wait for the pace car. So now we're getting ready to go green. Turn them loose again. Jane Swatsworth, April Smeal looking to have a good restart here off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. Jane Swatsworth takes the green flag. Here comes CJ Vicklin. Can CJ make something happen here? She has been good here so far tonight, but Jane Swatsworth is able to take that lead away. April Smeal has clawed her way back up to third after contact with the wall earlier. CJ got to get a big cut down line here. She'll look to the inside now. April Smeal keeps momentum around the outside. She'll go to second. Lap traffic in front of Riley Ahrensberger. Is that going to hurt Jane Swatsworth? Here we go. Lap traffic here. To the outside. April Smeal closing the gap on Jane. Out of turn number 4. Jane Swatsworth still has the line. April Smeal in second. Here comes CJ Vicklin with a big run. There might be a bumper. There's contact. 3 wide. CJ Vicklin from third to first. Huge. CJ Vicklin in the wall. Ahrensberger down to the infield. We're 3 wide for the lead. CJ Vicklin comes out on top. What a move. She'll go back to the board. She'll throw it up on the cushion. Jane Swatsworth to the inside. She'll take that spot. CJ Vicklin hard on the outside wall. She'll hold it straight. Into turn number 3. CJ Vicklin on the outside. She gets sideways. She's around. Yellow flag. Had a good run going. We got a couple green flag laps. Lost the handle on the 157. Nowhere for April Smeal to go. So she went out to tag the tail. So now it's Jane Swatsworth, April Smeal, a car that we haven't talked about a lot. That's going to be Cassidy Sunderland sitting in third right now. Denise Anderson, I do believe, is back up to fourth. Or might be a couple laps down, actually. As we're getting ready to go green, single file restart here. Jane Swatsworth, she'll look to take the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag, she'll lead us to green. 13 in the books as we work on lap 13 right now. April Smeal going to try and set something up on Jane here off of turn number 2. We'll drive down into turn number 3. April Smeal right on the left for the quarter panel. Off of turn number 4. Jane Swasser still has the lead. April Smeal right on her back bumper. Can we see these ladies maybe get a little bit of a tussle here? Can we see a bumper? They're riding right around that outside line right now. Caution flag is going to come back out once again, I do believe, for the 157 of CJ Vickland, trying to get back up the front, trying to grab a handful of that cushion, and not sure if maybe something might have accidentally locked up the brakes there. She just, yeah, it looks like she locks the brakes up, and that is, that's going to turn the car around for her. So get them back racked and stacked here. Alrighty, we actually got them pretty well lined up right now. So Jane Swatsworth, April Smeal, Cassidy Sunderland, Denise Anderson, CJ Vickland, Nakaya Anderson, and Riley Ahrensberger, who was fast earlier, maybe having a little trouble right now as we're getting ready to take the green flag. Jane Swatsworth will lead us to green. April Smeal second, Jane Swatsworth with a great restart now. Here comes Cassidy Sunderland. She'll try and throw her hat in the ring here off of turn number 2. She gets a little sideways. She'll keep it under her. Denise Anderson right now running in that 4th place position. Ahrensberger looked to put the door. Cassidy's going to go around on the bottom side. No caution. April Smeal now to the back decklet of the 9 machine of Jane Swatsworth. Here comes lap traffic. Is it going to become effect? To the inside of Jess Adams. Jess Adams will keep it up high side. Keep it out of the way. April Smeal, Jane Swatsworth, they'll work their way around her. Denise Anderson out to 3rd. Riley Ahrensberger in 4th. Back up front. Still Jane Swatsworth. April Smeal trying to just slow roll through there right now. Maybe she can make a little bit of line. Oh, we almost lost the cone there as Riley Ahrensberger barely misses it. Denise Anderson running 3rd right now. Off of turn number 2. Denise is going to go around. There's the tire. Not good for Denise. She might be out of this one. Jane Swatsworth, your leader. She continues to run that high side line. Caution flags out for Denise Anderson. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this race up front could get good. As we've got Jane Swatsworth leading this one, but I think April Smeal just has to have a good restart here, and she might have a shot. Riley Ahrensberger has now thrown her hat back in the ring back here in 3rd. CJ Vickland, and then we have Nakaya now. Jess Adams, Denise Anderson, and Cassidy Sunderland drop back on that restart. Just want to give a little shout out to Chad Rugy, my dad right now. He is being our sub-in flagman, as we didn't have a flagman for the Powder Puff Series. Clearly we're going to need one. So, he is subbing in down there right now, but he'll be back up here for the Pro Late Models coming up next, along with the big block modifieds after them. Cassidy Sunderland, that might be considered a jump start, but we're going to go green anyways after turn number 4. So, Jane Swatsworth leads them to green. April Smeal still second. Off of turn number 2, Cassidy Sunderland out that jump restart in 3rd, but here comes Riley Ahrensberger. She's going to shoot it into turn number 3. Now April Smeal, she'll look to the inside over turn number 4, side by side out the... Oh my goodness! We weren't able to complete the lap, I don't think. I'm not sure if we completed the lap or not. I don't think so. April Smeal had it set up, and we had a caution. Not sure the cause of it. And it's going to be Riley Ahrensberger. Lost the handle on it once again down through the infield. Bad break for April Smeal on that one. She had it set up for Jane Swadsworth. Let's see if she can set it up again. We got 5 laps to go. Five laps to go here with the Bang Bangers for the Powder Puff division. So we're getting ready to turn them loose once again, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we're getting ready to turn them loose here. Can Jane Swadsworth hold off the 13 machine of April Smeal? This one's going to come down to the wire. She has to get a good restart. We're green flag at a turn number 4. And Jane Swadsworth gets a pretty good restart there. She'll pull away, but April Smeal right there in the wins. Jane can't make a big mistake here. April gets a little tight there. She's going to lose a little bit of ground there to Jane, but down into turn number 3. Here comes April Smeal. She'll drive straight through the center of the corner off of turn number 4. Laps winding down for them right now. Here comes April Smeal. Can she make something happen here off of turn number 2, running out of laps? Jane Swadsworth, your leader. Into turns 3 and 4. They'll slide up the racetrack. Jane Swadsworth way up on the berm. April Smeal a little lower. I think we're going to have a caution flag as Nakaya is around. And it just looks like Nakaya wasn't quite sure of Cassidy Sunderland being down there and brought herself down to the infield, and around she will go. So we are going to have ourselves a shootout here. We'll have ourselves a shootout here between Jane Swadsworth and April Smeal. We have Cassidy Sunderland right now in 3rd. Then we have CJ Vickler, Riley Ahrensberger, Denise Anderson, and Nakaya, and Jess Adams. Those cars are all still out on the racetrack. Hannah has decided to pull it in. As we're getting ready to turn them loose here we go. Has to be a good restart. April Smeal's going to get one. We're green flag racing. April Smeal's going to be right there in the wins, but Jane Swadsworth pulls a little bit down into turn number 1. They'll go back up to that high lane. I don't know. That low line might be where she needs to be right now. CJ Vickler's going to be hard in the outside wall, and Ahrensberger's going to go around. We're going to have another caution. Ahrensberger having trouble here tonight, keeping a handle on that machine. Alrighty. I do believe that is going to be the 1 to green, so we will be going green next time around. It is crucial for April Smeal to get a good restart here. Can she get around the 9 machine of Jaden Swadsworth, who's been ever so good ever since she took the lead earlier tonight? Off of turn number 4, April Smeal sleeping big time. That might be all she needed right there, as Jane Swadsworth gets a great restart on April Smeal. We're green. April Smeal up to that outside lane. I don't know, though. Jane Swadsworth gets a good cut down lane. Cassidy Sunderland going to go around to the infield. We stay green. White flag's going to be in the air. One more time around for the Powder Puff Series night number 1. Jane Swadsworth, your leader. Can April Smeal make any ground up here in this last one? She's a little lower. Jane Swadsworth up the racetrack. Here comes April Smeal. Last lap. Can we see the bumper? Jane Swadsworth up the racetrack. April Smeal. It's going to be Jane Swadsworth winning night 1 of the Powder Puffs. April Smeal comes home 2nd. Well, at least it was interesting in the end. We're going to have to take a look at it. There's a lot of cars laps down, but I do know that was your top 2 right there and Jaden Swatsworth piloting the Nick Anderson-owned number 9 machine gets it done. You know, something tells me that, you know, Nick can win every race in the Super Lakes last year, and now he brings a 4-cylinder out, and Jaden Swatsworth able to pick it home. We're going to have to tech that car, but unofficially, Jaden Swatsworth, your winner. Great race with April Smeal to end that one off. And she'll park it on the front straightaway for us here.
Well, I'm back, Tyler. That was
Probably chaotic.
pretty chaotic, but these girls are learning, and we'll talk to them and get it running a little smoother each and every week. This is a new division, and these girls are learning, so well, it's a work in progress, but that was a good, fun race nonetheless.
That it was. Do we want to bring Jaden up into the booth here for an interview?
Yep, bring her on up here.
Oh, I can't reach it. I can't reach the Discord.
I'll go down and get her.
Yeah, go down and get her. I can't drag her up. Too many people here tonight. Oh, she's here. Hey, Jane Swatsworth brings it home here tonight on a pretty close finish there at the end. It looks like you got a little bit tight, but you were able to hold on and defend off April Spiel. How do you feel after that one?
I was just trying not to spin out on the last lap.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, good job. I mean, I tell you what, it was pretty chaotic out there. Once you got to the front, you had April behind you, and I think you did a great job there. After all them caution after caution, hold your line, keep your composure.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely was impressive on the restarts to be able to get that little bit of a gap on April Smeal, because April was able to just be able to close a little bit in certain points, but you were getting a good restart, and a good restart was very important with the amount of cautions we were having, as your fellow competitors, as you said, weren't able to hold on to it maybe as good as you were here tonight.
Yeah, Nick kept telling me she was like right up on me, so I had to get better.
You did a good job, and it looks to me like you and April and maybe one or two others are going to have a heck of a points battle throughout the year, but this is a good way to start it out. And you'll be leading the points, leaving Limeland, going to the next race here in about a month, a little over a month to be you guys' next race.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Hope to see you next in about 4 weeks. Back at
4 or
it.
5 weeks.
Trying to defend your feature win here tonight.
Alrighty. Well, that will conclude
the Powder Puff opener here tonight. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of racing tonight. How about it, Dad? We got plenty of racing to go around tonight.
Lots of racing to go. We're gonna kick it off with our pro lates. Will be coming for 40 laps at Lanier here in about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll go keep her live. We'll have a short intermission. Get the pro lates ready to roll, followed by your big block modifies, and then we'll end the night with super late models. So stay tuned, and hope y'all stay with us.
Yeah, we'll be right back here after a brief intermission. Alrighty, now we are back with the Highline Designs Pro Late Models at Lanier. Right now you got Bad News Brady on your screen. And that 77 machine making his way back here for this one. Colt Joyner here also tonight. We're going to see
Looks like we got a good turnout of race cars tonight. It looks like about 12 on the field tonight for the first night. That's pretty good considering how we split these guys up this year. We got several new drivers, and it's nice to see them all here.
Yeah, a great turnout, and honestly some awesome looking race cars here tonight. I mean, but you see all the new wraps, the spec maps. These cars are shining, and that's going to be a lot thanks to Highline Designs. Nick Anderson, who sponsors this league, in the form of sponsoring the Pro Late models. So you're seeing him working his magic in these cars as they race around this racetrack here tonight. There's a new face in the 42H machine. He'll lose the handle there down the back straightaway, but that is going to be Dennis Harrison in the 42.
Right now, Tyler, Mike Maurer is at the top of the leaderboard in practice for speed at a 13.170. So I haven't seen Mike since last year, and he comes in here rolling hot.
Wow, that's really good to see from Mike Maurer. He's in a new looking machine here in that 29 machine. There's Action Jackson. As I'll switch to the second practice section. So there it is. There's Mike Maurer. Great to see him running good here tonight. And Dave Riesinger, second quick right now in that 72 machine, in that Hummingbird Speedway sponsor number 72 machine, actually right in front of that 29 machine on Michael Maurer. So,
well, you remember last year, Tyler, Dave was really starting to turn up the wick there later on in the season, and he come from a mid-pack to lower back of the field car and started running towards the front, especially there, won a couple heat races, and Dave's really come onto his own here in the last year.
Yes, he has. Also in front of them, we've got Jonathan Spiel in that 13 machine, right racing behind the white shadow of Justin Diltz in that 91 machine. Kirk Hess also out there in the 46 machine. There's Action Jackson once again. So right now, as it goes, Mike Maurer, Dave Riesinger, Jonathan Smeal, Colton Joyner, who won here last year one race back here last year, I do remember. Larry Hess 5th, Mike Anderson, Kirk Hess, Action Jackson, David McGovern, Nathan Brady, Justin Diltz, and Dennis Harrison. And this one. That is your lineup right now for this one.
Nice field of cars here in the Pro Late, so glad to see everybody here. I tell you what, man, this league has really grown, and it just keeps growing, and I'm excited to see what years to come is going to have.
Definitely excited, and as you're seeing right now, one of our new things for this year is these guys have definitely made more than 5 laps so far, so they're burning this track in to get this ready for their heat race. And as we watch our Dave Riesinger working over the 91 machine of Justin Diltz on that bottom line, he is pretty fast right now, actually, in that 72 machine.
Yes, sir. I also like to just real quick here before the race starts, just to shout out to our sponsors. And then last race, we had quite a few oval track specialty cautions. Didn't get a chance to shout them out as there was a lot to take care of there in that first Powder Puff race. But we have an Elevated Outdoors Hot Pit, Newcomb Automotive Hard Chargers of the race, Back Road Powder Coating Victory Lane, and Smill Racing Designs White Flag 1 to go. Also, Highline Designs with our Pro Late sponsor, along with KDJ Etch Designs, we'll be seeing after this race with the big block modifieds. And rounding out tonight's racing action will be your Harrison Brothers Welding and Fabrication Super Late models. So there's our sponsors for the year, and they just keep growing every year. And I heard we might have another one wanting to come on board here tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank all them great people who really help this league grow, and it gives it a more professional feel. And just want to thank everybody involved trying to pitch in towards what we like to think is one of the best leagues in line racing, truly, with the competitiveness and just the overall respect in racing here at the Instigators Racing Winter Leagues.
Yeah, we got a great group of guys here, and every year we try to get a couple extra guys in here. We take them slow. We don't just let anybody in this to try to keep it this way, and you kind of got to earn your way in, and once you're in here, you know, it's like a family atmosphere, but we'll try to put on a good show. And, you know, I don't know, it's kind of been put our heart and soul into it. Started out with what, 6 or 7 guys 5, 6 years
Yeah.
ago, and now we're up to this. So.
Yeah, it's truly been awesome to see this. What we had is just a small vision really grow. So it looks like Mike Maurer has it pretty locked down right now to be your quick time.
If you look at them lap times, Tyler, they're all within basically a half of a second, even a little less than that, more like 4/10 of a second
really?
from top to bottom. So, what a competitive group of guys here in these pro lanes.
Wow, what it really truly is. I mean, really close times all the way through. I mean, you've got the difference between 10th and 1st is within 3/10. I mean,
yeah,
that's something you don't just hear of. You know, you don't hear that a lot. So, really glad to see that.
It's pretty awesome, and these guys put on a heck of a show last year. I think we had 8 different winners in the 2024 season, and I'm looking to see a pretty big amount of different winners this year. That's at least my prediction anyhow. We're gonna have several different winners again this year.
Yeah, I definitely think we are. You know, we've got a lot of guys we haven't seen for a while coming back here to be with us tonight. So we want to thank everybody that's racing tonight, showing up tonight, giving us a good field of cars. And I only see that to grow as we, have more people being like, "Oh man, that's right, I need to get in there and race." So. So definitely.
Track already starting to burn off in the center a little bit. Ought to make some good heat racing here. Maybe not just a one-lane racetrack, even in our heat race tonight.
Yeah, definitely look like. I mean, we all know Lanier really rips up quick, but this track's looking. That's when it gets racy here, and this place can get really racy here, especially in these pro late models. So I look for this Highline Designs Pro Late Model race to be quite a good one here coming up. I just keep looking at all these nice cars going around the racetrack. You're going to be seeing this all night, folks, between your big blocks and your super late models. Highline Designs does wraps for every single one of us, and we appreciate it. Smeal Designs also. He's the One Lap to Go sponsor. He's out here racing right now in that 13 machine sitting pit side. So just another good thank you to all of our partners here this year.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without. It's not a one-man show anymore. I couldn't do it without the help of everybody else involved, and it's really helped it grow and become what it is today. And I'm hoping to continue to grow, and someday maybe we'll have three classes with 20 car fields in each one of them. But I mean, right now I think we got a good solid 8 to 14 cars per class, and that's pretty good considering we just opened up another class this year.
Definitely pretty good, and as we add more, that just leaves, just opens the opportunity for more. You know, you don't want to have 32 cars in one class, so we have everybody that wants their style of racing that they like, and we've opened that up for them guys.
Well, only a couple of minutes left here in hot laps, and we're going to get ready to go heat racing.
The track really coming into its own right now. Some of the guys electing to, kind of sit on the track right now. Dave Riesling are one of the ones that are still out there burning some laps. David McGovern, one of the new cars with us this year also in that 157 machine. Raced with us before.
Dennis Harrison III is a rookie this year.
It's awesome to see some new faces and just continue to meet everybody. And like you said, you have to earn to be in here, so everybody that is here, they know the atmosphere that we have here with Instigators. And I mean, You should see the Discord. Just piles of people here, all, just excited to race, and I think it's going to be a good one here tonight.
Just for anybody watching, just a mental note, it's going to come up as Blaze Harrison for Dennis Harrison III because he shares a rig with his brother. So that is actually Dennis Harrison III as a rookie that runs the Pro Late. Blaze actually runs in our Super Late division. Well, we're down to about 30 seconds, and we're getting ready. We're going to go heat racing. Are you ready, Tyler?
I'm ready. I'm excited to see, get back to it. I mean, these guys, we had that test stream last. I mean, I know you weren't here to help me announce it, but what a race for the test stream last week. I mean, really a barn burner, and I expect this one to be no less here for these guys. And I'm just, like I always say, I'm having just as much fun in the announcer's booth as I am in the race car, so.
Oh, it's a blast up here, and it's a blast here, and you get excited, lose your voice, so I have to take over once in a while,
How about it? Well, that test stream I didn't have you, and I was about ready to just fall out of my chair. I couldn't find anybody. I was looking around to try and find somebody to help me out, really. But
yeah, we got one extra race to announce this year than last year too, so you're gonna have to keep that voice.
Yeah, I might be a little hoarse come big block time, huh?
How about it?
We will see as we're ready to go heat race action here. No qualifying. This will be pill draw.
Pace cars on the racetrack. We're getting ready to line them up.
Weirdly enough, Dad, it actually did not pill draw. We have the top 6 drivers in Heat 1 that were your top 6 quickest, and then, oh no, it ran a pill draw. We're good. Never mind, I'm a liar. Don't listen to me, fans.
There you go, lying again.
Don't listen to me. I made a mistake there, and it didn't.
Well, let's start it off, though. Let's just say Mike Bauer, quickest in hot laps, will be on the pole out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania. Outside of him in the 025 is your rookie this year, Dennis Harrison third out of Allegheny, New York.
42H. 42H for Dennis Harrison. Not in the 025.
That rap did not come through to me. I apologize.
He is in the 42H. That is Dennis Harrison out of Allegheny, New York, you say?
Yes, Allegheny, New York.
And the ones inside row number 2, that's going to be the 116 of Mike Anderson. He's out of DuBois, Pennsylvania. Outside of him, that is going to be, we like to call him the White Shadow. So that is the White Shadow of Justin Diltz. Justin Diltz is out of...
Justin Diltz is also out of Phillipsburg.
He's out of
Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg.
Out your field, once out of Frenchville, now moved to Clearfield, PA, is Larry Hess in a 98.
As we're green flag race here out of turn number 4, green. Dennis Harrison, Mike Maurer, they'll lead him for the first heat race of the Highline Designs Pro Late Model.
Whoa.
Dennis Harrison a little loose there. He's going to stack up Justin Diltz. Mike Anderson straight to second there in that 116 machine. Michael Maurer, your leader now. Off of turn number 4, Mike Maurer, he is picking him up, putting him down. He's had a great night so far. He's been quickest in hot laps, and now he's trying to put himself on the front row of this feature. Mike Anderson running second. Dennis Harrison now will look to the inside of the 98 machine of Larry Hess running in that third place position. Now Mike Anderson cuts the car down to look to the inside, but Mike Maurer will get that good run down the back straightaway. That middle line already starting to slick up, and Mike Anderson trying to slow roll it. He'll take a peek. Not yet. As Dennis Harrison continues to work over the 98 machine, trying to go for that third place position. Now they're dead even at down the back straightaway. Back into turn number 3. Mike Anderson on the bottom. Mike Maurer on that middle lane. Mike Maurer still has it by a cat's whisker at the line. He might throw the sliders. He'll half slide it to the middle of the racetrack. Mike Maurer go back around the outside. Mike Anderson back to the inside. Here comes slide jab! Oh my goodness, that was close. Holy man. Mike Anderson back to the bottom. He'll try and continue to work him over. He's showing that right rear quarter panel to Mike Maurer. But he's running out of laps during this heat race. He'll set it in down into turn number 3. Bob Stickle 6 are going to be near here out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go in this first heat race. We got a Dandy Bruin here off of turn number 2. He's back to the inside. Could he try and throw another slide job here into turn number 3? Not yet. He'll continue to run that bottom line. White flag one more time around. Who's going to get heat race number 1 started on the pole here tonight?
Out of that line.
I don't know. Mike Anderson out the line. Here comes a slider. Mike Maurer backs it up into turn number 3. Slide job for Mike Maurer possibly. He'll leave him a lane. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Mike Maurer.
It is Mike Maurer. Mike Maurer comes back across and gets it.
Wow, what a race. Mike Maurer, Mike Anderson, Larry Hess, Dennis Harrison, Justin Diltz. That is...
Your mic cut out there a little bit, Tyler. Just wanted to let you know that when you got excited, so just give you a heads up on that.
Well, you know, that's what's going to happen. There's no controlling that right there.
She cut out. She cut out, bud. You hit a decibel level that your mic couldn't handle.
No, that's not normal. It should be all right. But
what a first heat race. What a way to start the season. How about that? What a race between Maurer and Mike Anderson.
Definitely a great, great race right there.
We're going to stack them up and do it again.
Alrighty.
How about you lead us off on this one?
All right, I'll lead us off on this one. On the pole of this one, in the 72 machine, that'll be Dave Riesinger. So Dave Riesinger out of DuBois, Pennsylvania on the inside here, starting to pull this one. Outside of him, Colton Joyner. Colton Joyner is out of... I don't have him on my list. Peter Pan.
Joyner's out of DuBois, Pennsylvania. Inside the second row to 157 will be Dave McGovern out of Curwensville, PA. And outside of him, in the 77, out of Hyde, PA, is Nathan Brady.
Inside row number 3, that'll be the 46 machine of Kirk Hess out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. And outside of him, in the 80J, Action Jackson. He's out of Grampian, Pennsylvania. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to turn them loose here off of turn number 4. Dave Riesinger on the point. Can he get a heat race win here tonight? Green flag, green, green, green. Doesn't get a great restart. Colton Joyner going to have the jump here down into turns 1 and 2. Dave Riesinger, he'll slow roll the bottom, though. He's going to try and pull back up beside the 1 star down the back straight over there, dead even. Into turn number 3. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Dave Riesinger on the bottom, Colton Joyner on the outside. Dave Riesinger leads lap number 1 in the 72 machine. Colton Joyner back to the outside.
You see that 72 slow roll that bottom, how well that car stayed straight.
He is really slow rolling, and I tell you what, he's not getting excited right now. He's just rolling around that bottom side right now. He continues to, now he's pulled away from the 1 star. Nathan Brady running in that 3rd place position. He's going to see the nose piece of Dave McGovern now on the inside, running 4th right now. Dave Riesinger is slow rolling right now as all the cars try to get to the bottom side. Colton Joyner in 2nd right now. Nathan Brady's still running 3rd. Kirk Hess, Hail Mary in the outside trying to get a big run. Down the back straightaway, Dave Riesinger is picking him up and putting him away right now in heat race number 2.
Look at Dave Riesinger, bud. I'm telling you what, we were just talking about him in practice. That guy has really found something here in the last year.
Yeah, he is, and unfortunately he's not going to be here next week, so he's looking to show that he's got something here for this week, and that he is not going to be denied for this year, as everybody right now, a freight train on the bottom. But Dave Riesinger clearly doing it the best out of all of them as he's pulled away from Colton Joyner by about 2 car lengths. Nathan Brady running 3rd right now. Dave McGovern 4th, Kirk Hess, and then Action Jackson rounds out right now.
I tell you what, everybody's rolling that bottom, but there ain't nobody doing it better than that 72 out of DuBois. As Riesinger gets the white flag, 1 more to go. We are at the...
He will get that Speed Race Designs white flag for heat race number 2.
That is it.
And out of turn number 4, Dave Riesinger will start outside front row. Dave Riesinger wins heat race number 2 over Colton Joyner, Nathan Brady, David McGovern, Kirk Hess, and Action Jackson.
Good race there with everybody, but I mean, Riesinger was just class of the field right there.
I mean, he was what you would consider walking the dog right there.
That is walking the dog. Well, it is time for our first feature event of the season for the Highline Size Pro Late Division. You have 1 minute here. Let these guys put their final adjustments on their car, and we're going to go feature racing. How about that, Tyler? Starting out there with guys like Colton Joyner, last year's feature winner. I didn't say Dave wasn't going to win that, but I thought it'd be closer than that. I didn't think he'd walk the dog like that. Tyler, are you with me?
Yes, my mother has walked in the door.
What happened?
My
We
mom
got a
walked in
line
the
up
door.
here. I see.
Still living
Well, that's
home,
not gonna stop
ladies and
this
gentlemen.
line,
But don't worry
We're not
about her
gonna
in the
stop this
background.
lineup on the pole. Out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania, in the 29 is Michael Maurer. I'm sorry, Michael. Mike Maurer out of Phillipsburg. Outside him in the 72, Dave Riesinger out of DuBois.
Inside row number 2, that's going to be the 116 of Mike Anderson out of DuBois, Pennsylvania. Outside of him in the 1 star, that'll be Colton Joyner out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania.
Inside row 3 in the 98. Out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania now is Larry Hess. Outside of him, out of Hyde, PA, in the 77, Nathan Brady.
Inside row number 4, that'll be the 42H of Dennis Harrison. I need an updated list. I don't have that. Dennis Harrison is out of Allegheny, New York.
Allegheny, New York.
Got that one off my head there. In the 157, outside of him, out of Curtinsville, Pennsylvania, that'll be David McGovern.
Inside the next row to 91, out of Phillipsburg is the White Shadow, you call him, in the 91. Justin Dillson. Outside of him in the 46, out of Clearfield, Kirk Hess.
Then out of Reynoldsville is not making a seat race. Is going to be Jonathan Spiel and Axel Jackson rounding out your field out of Grampian. We're green flag racing out of turn number 4. Turn them loose, boys. Dave Riesinger, good restart on the outside. He's going to try and go to the lead here on the outside. Mike Maurer right now, he'll hold the line to the inside. Mike Maurer trying to get to that early lead. 40 laps in this one. And he will get to that early lead. Mike Maurer leading right now. Dave Riesinger to the outside right now. Still running in that second spot now. Here comes Mike Anderson now creeping to the inside. Nathan Brady going to take a nose to the inside of Mike Anderson here off of turn number 4. Into turns 1 and 2. We are 2 by 2 by 2. Great racing. Mike Anderson, he'll shoot to that second place position. Dave Riesinger now back. Nathan Brady hard on the blinders right there to not get into the back of the 116. Now we're going to have a huge stack up there. And now Jonathan Spiel's already in the picture to 5th right now on lap number 4.
Everybody made it through that, though, Tyler. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Mike Maurer is still your leader now. Mike Anderson, then it's going to be Dave Riesinger, and now John Spiel looking to the inside of Nathan Brady. Not going to make it happen that time. Nathan Brady holds the line in that 4th place position. John Spiel from the tail of the field up to that 5th place position already. Because right now it's a little bit of a train race on the bottom, but actually your leader is the only car above that groove. No mirrors in this one, so he doesn't see where the rest of the drivers are. Now Mike Anderson is trying to close that gap along with Dave Riesinger, who is, I tell you what, he's really slow rolling really good right now. Off of turn number 4, he's right on the rear deck, letting Mike Anderson running in that podium position. Here's John Spiel. Jonathan Spiel, he's going to hit that high line off the turn number 2, try and get a big run here, but right now not sure if it's in quite yet.
Just on a note, two of your top 3 right now have never won a feature here in the Highlines Pro League division. Mike Maurer, and Dave Riesinger has not won a feature.
I tell you what, we're going to have a lot of different winners here this year. I think so, as Michael Maurer trying to sweep it here tonight. Quick time in practice. Can he get this feature win as we're about ready to start working on lap number 10. Mike Anderson trying to get his 2nd ever career win here off of turn number 4. Trying to gain just a little bit. Dave Riesinger in 3rd trying to get his 1st. Nathan Brady, Jonathan Spiel, Larry Hess now into the picture. He'll look to the inside of the 13 machine of Jonathan Spiel. Oh, Mike Anderson peeking a nose to the inside of Michael Maurer right now. Off of turn number 2. Mike Anderson on the bottom. Dave Riesinger right in the middle. Now Dave Riesinger, he's going to actually try the high side here to see if he can work his way around Mike Anderson. Off of turn number 4, Dave Riesinger trying to get a run to try and work his way to second place right now. Mike Anderson slips up a little bit. He'll continue to run second. Mike Maurer is in the clamps though. Can he hold off the 116 and 72?
I'm telling you right now, my money's on the 72 being the fastest car in the racetrack. If he just had a way around these guys, but he seems to be bottled up. He can't go low. He can't go high. So he's just trying the middle, and that's right now is the slick spot around the racetrack.
As you see that though, he makes a big gain there on the 116, and the 116 is looking to the inside of Michael Maurer now for the lead off of turn number 2. Here comes Nathan Brady back into the picture. He's going to look to the inside of the 72 machine and Dave Riesinger for third. Not this time though. Larry Hess now to 5th. Where did Larry Hess come from? He's running 5th right now, going to try and work around the outside of the 77. Side by side.
He's having a great run, isn't he?
He is. Side by side out of turn number 4. Mike Anderson still tries to peek the nose to the inside of Mike Maurer. Dave Riesinger running that little bit of a higher line. He keeps that car straight. Good run off of turn number 2. Can he make something happen? Jonathan Smeal in the 98 machine of Larry Hess side by side, wheel to wheel. There is all kinds of action up front. I can't keep my eyes off it. We've got 6 cars under a blanket. Mike Anderson continues to peek the nose. I tell you what, Mike Anderson really looking sporty right now. Really has great car control on the bottom right now.
Smill gets into the back of the 77 a little bit. 77 is able to hold on to it.
Now Larry Hess works to the outside of the 98 machine. Can he make something happen? Colton Joyner now coming in the mix along with David McGovern behind them. There's contact between Larry Hess and Nathan Brady. They keep it straight. Jonathan Smeal takes advantage. He'll go to that 4th place position. That'll spread them wide a little bit, side by side. Now Dave McGovern and Colton Joyner are going to try and go after the 98 machine of Larry Hess. Up front, though, we still have Mike Anderson to the inside of Michael Maurer. Into turn number 3. Can Mike Anderson make something happen? He's looking for a bite on the inside. He continues to pick the nose. We're halfway in this one. Now Dave Riesinger's going to flip back to that bottom side. They're side by side for the lead. Into turn number 3, side by side for the lead right now off of turn number 4. Mike Maurer has it by a cat's whisker. Mike Maurer, your leader. Here comes Dave Riesinger. Mike Anderson side by side with Michael Maurer. Into turn number 3, they're side by side, wheel to wheel. Can Dave Riesinger find a way to go? Jonathan Smeal in the wins too. Oh my goodness, what a barn burner here to start off the season. Dave Riesinger has that car ever so straight. He shuffles up a little bit. Here comes Jonathan Smeal. These two are still side by side for the lead off of turn number 4. Side by side, Michael Maurer still has the lead. Jonathan Smeal can't quite get to the inside of Dave Riesinger. Michael Maurer with that outside momentum continues to claw back in front of the 116. Here comes Dave Riesinger. Can he make something happen? He is right on the rear deck late on the 116. Mike Anderson up the racetrack a little bit. He'll grab them crumbs. They're dead even down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Side by side, wheel to wheel. We've been side by side, wheel to wheel for 10 laps, it feels like. Now Mike Maurer. I think Mike Anderson had him at the line that time. I'm not sure. Off of turn number 2, Mike Anderson leads him a lane. Michael Maurer back to the outside. Now John Smeal jumps to the outside. He'll go to the outside, try to make this move on Dave Riesinger. They're still dead even, 2 by 2. Your front 4, Larry Hess back in the picture now running 5th. Oh my gosh. Mike Anderson, Michael Maurer putting a barn burner on. I can't believe it here tonight with your Highline Designs Pro Late Model Division. They're dead even at the line. Yellow flag.
Oh, we got caution. We've got a oval track specialist cautions on the racetrack right now.
That's going to be for Dennis Harrison. Oval.
Wow.
What a race.
I literally was sitting there. I couldn't say a word, Tyler. I was just in awe with the racing going on right now. Unbelievable. First type back in action, and these guys are 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back through the field.
I mean, I would love to pan back through the field to show your favorite driver, but it is a absolute barn burner at the front of this field right now. And that caution is going to be on Dennis Harrison as he lost the spoiler. So he will go in and grab a new one of them. But I tell you what, Dad, what a battle so far tonight.
That is just Like, mad respect for these guys racing like that. I mean, 20, almost 30 laps without a caution. We are down to 12 laps to go in this race. And it's still anybody in that top, I'd say all the way back to 7th. You don't know what could happen here in this last race, in this last 10 laps. I mean, unbelievable racing.
Unbelievable. But at the end of the day, Mike Maurer had Mike Anderson at the scoring loop, and Jonathan Smeal had Dave Riesinger at the scoring loop. So it'll be Michael Maurer, Mike Anderson, Jonathan Smeal, Dave Riesinger, Larry Hess, Colton Joyner, and Nathan Brady. Those are your front couple rows. Mike Maurer going to bring them back to life out of turn number 4. We're green here with the Highline Designs late model division. Side by side, wheel to wheel as they fire off down into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Jonathan Smeal. Big run down the back straightaway. He'll look to the outside. Does he have anything for the 29 machine after this restart? Dave Riesinger still slow rolling. He still runs 4th right now. Jonathan Smeal trying to run down your leader, Michael Maurer. Michael Maurer got a good restart, though. Here comes Jonathan Smeal. Mike Anderson still creeping on the bottom side. Dave Riesinger sideways. We're going to have an oval track specialties caution. Dave Riesinger around.
Looks like you got a little help on that one. I'm not the flagman here, but if
yeah, he definitely did.
Suspicion that maybe Riesinger might get his spot back on that one.
He might get his spot back, and that machine doesn't look very damaged. Colton Joyner just trying to pick a nose in their hard race and gets into him, tries to get off, and then we have a big stack up there, which includes Colton Joyner, Dave Riesinger, the 157 of David McGovern, Dennis Harrison, and Action Jackson, all cars involved.
Well, it looks like the flagmen see it the way we saw it, Tyler, and it looks like Dave Riesinger is going to get his spot back, and Colton Joyner will fall to the tail of the field.
Great call there by our flagman, as Dave Riesinger doesn't look to have a very damaged race car, and he will get his spot back in this one. He's going to be okay. So Colton Joyner at fault for that one. Just a little bit of help there. All part of racing on that deal. But Dave Riesinger...
just fighting for space there, as, you know, we're down within 10 to go, and guys get a little bit more impatient when we're down to 10 to go, trying to find just a little bit of racing room out there.
Definitely all part of the racing deal. We'll see where John Smeal wants to pick here. He's...
Oh, it's single file.
We're single file. Correct. Wow, we've had a lot of green flag laps. And this race is winding down quickly as we are single file. And out of turn number 4, Michael Maurer leads him to green. Jonathan Smeal 2nd. Mike Anderson 3rd. Dave Riesinger back up to 4th. After that caution, green flag into turns 1 and 2. Mike Anderson backs the car up. Gets a little sideways there off of turn number 2, though. But Jonathan Smeal is going to try everything he can to try and get Michael Maurer here. Hungry for a win here on week 1. Down the back straightaway. Michael Maurer, he's led flag to flag so far. But can he hold off that 13 machine of Jonathan Smeal? Into turns 1 and 2. Jonathan Smeal trying to work that little bit higher and get a good run off the corner. Mike Anderson 3rd. Now Larry Hess peeks a nose to the inside of the 72 machine for 4th. Then we have Nathan Brady, Kirk Hess, David McGovern, Justin Diltz, Colton Joyner, Dennis Harrison, and Action Jackson. Back up at the front of the field, Mike Maurer still continues to lead over Jonathan Smeal, and Jonathan Smeal trying something, he definitely lost some ground right there. He'll send it in on the bottom of 3 and 4 right now. We are within 5 laps to go, 5 fingers in the air.
Maurer, this will be his first feature win if he pulls this off, Tyler.
Trying to pick up his first ever Instigators Racing League feature win, and he's just got 4 more laps to do it. Mike Maurer running through that middle lane. He's led flag to flag so far, trying to sweep the night right now. He leads into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. We now work lap number 38. Jonathan Smeal losing ground to him. Larry Hess now the sole owner of 4th place right now. Dave Riesinger back to 5th. Kirk Hess working his way up now on that cushion. He's trying to go around David McGovern and Nathan Brady. Back up front, Michael Maurer, your leader. We are going to have the Smeal Racing's designs. 1 lap to go out of turn number 4. White flag one more time around for Michael Maurer to pick up his first ever feature win with us here at Lanier. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Michael Maurer is a feature winner with the Instigators Racing League. He'll win night number 1. Second goes to Jonathan Smeal, Mike Anderson. Third, Larry Hess, Dave Riesinger, Nathan Brady, Justin Diltz, David McGovern, Colton Joyner, Kirk Hess, Dennis Harrison, and Action Jackson.
Mike Maurer will head to back road powder coating victory lane here in the prolates in the first race of the season. What a race to start out the season. Congratulations to all top 3 guys as they will line up on the front stretch.
Oh.
Smeal on top of Mike Anderson, but hey, we'll deal with that. What a race.
What a race, and what a way to start off the season for these guys. These guys continue to try and line themselves up. But right there is your winner in the 29 machine, Michael Maurer. See, he's really getting that sucker backed up in there. Stay. There he goes. He's got her.
There it is.
Right there.
We'll tell these guys maybe we should just line them up straight.
Hopefully they will make their way up to the booth. Might want to tell them to make their way up.
Yeah, Mike Maurer up here, Mike Anderson, and Jonathan Smeal. We're going to talk to Mike Maurer first. Mike Maurer, congratulations. This is your first win, if I'm not mistaken, ever in Instigators Racing League.
Yeah, definitely first win, I tell you. Eyes are watering, legs were shaking. I didn't know if I could hold it on the bottom there. Planned to try to run the top there as long as I could, and I knew, 15 to go or something, I was going to need to move to the bottom. But luckily it was restarted, so I was able to move to the bottom. Figured Smeal was behind me. I was hoping he burnt his stuff up coming from the back, and like I said, I was just praying I could hold it on the bottom.
Well, let me tell you, it was what a race. That's all I can say. The whole time there was action going on, and you and Mike and Dave Riesinger, and at the end there, Smeal and Larry Hess got involved, and there was just action the whole entire time, and you were able to hold your composure the entire time. And I just want to say, from Instigators Race, that you were, congratulations. You had some close ones last year. We had 8 different winners last year, and now you just make a 9th different winner starting out the season. And I just want to say congratulations for me and Tyler both.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for everything you guys do. And like I said, this is a good fun league to race on Tuesday nights. It gives you something to look forward to, so I appreciate all you guys do.
Tyler, you have anything for Mike?
Yeah, definitely congratulations there, Mike. I mean, what a great race. I mean, to have the composure there, whenever you saw Mike Anderson looking under you and almost throwing half sliders to try and make you make a mistake, and you were able to hold your composure. Like you said, you start to get a little bit shaky there, but you were able to hold your composure, and Jonathan Smeal trying to maybe make something happen there at the end, but you started to pull away and took those hopes from him. So, great race, and is there anybody you'd really like to thank here tonight for your first Instigators Racing victory.
Yeah, like I said, just thank you guys, everyone that's involved with the league for putting it on. It's nice to have a clean series to race. Thank Mike Anderson for racing me clean. Like I said, that's what it's all about. And him and I raced clean last year, so I knew I could trust him on the inside there. And thank Nick Anderson for the new wrap.
Well, one last thing before we go and talk to Mike and Jonathan here. I just want to say that one thing about this league that when I started it, it was like I wanted to give guys the opportunity that don't have a chance to race real cars in life to get as close to the feel of the nerves and the excitement of a win. And I just want you, and from your perspective, do you think that if that would be almost as exciting as being in a real car, and how nervous you was at the end of that race?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've raced micro sprints and go-karts and everything else. It's the same way, the last couple laps, you don't have mirrors, you don't know where the cars are, so you never leave up. You're just running as hard as you can and hoping you can hang on to it, really.
All right, Mike, well, congratulations, and we're going to turn it over here to our second place car. Jonathan Smil, good run. And, ran out of steam there at the end, but come from the back. What happened in your heat race, by the way?
Getting ready to grid. There was about 30 seconds left in practice, and the VR decided to disconnect.
Oh.
So I did not get it rebooted and reconnected in time. So I knew it was going to be a tough race, trying to go from the back. Thankfully, I was able to get a fairly good jump at the start of the race. I made some good progress. I think I was in just outside the top 5 within the first 3 or 4 laps. But just able to make some room on the bottom, some tight battles with, Brady, with Larry, with both of the Mikes, with Dave. There is not a slacking car in this field. These guys are
It's
all
really
a
great
hoot.
racing.
It's a ton of fun. I gotta congratulate the guys for just the few cautions that we had, because that was a lot of fun and a lot of respect, a lot of give and take. I know sometimes we like to give each other some crap and rub doors, but I know these guys are gonna run clean and know I can run them hard without having to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, definitely a lack of oval track specialties cautions here tonight, which made for heck of some good green flag racing. And although you couldn't make it out for your heat race, that allowed you to become the Newcomb Automotive hard charger of the race. So congratulations on being the hard charger here tonight, sponsored by Newcomb Automotive. But as you said, you were definitely within that top 5 early, able to make some good moves there on that initial start, and then just great racing up there. I'm sure you had a great vantage point there. You saw somebody running low, you tried high, and it was just as fast as the bottom. How was the track really tonight whenever it came to top to bottom racing?
It was really good. I tried the top side there at the end. It unfortunately just wasn't there. It was definitely a bottom middle kind of track there at the very end, and that's where Maurer was running, and I was hoping he'd make a mistake, and he just didn't. He kept it clean, kept it smooth, and I know he said he was nervous as hell, but he didn't look like it from behind him. So definitely big shout out to him on, I think you guys were saying, his first win with the Instigators. So congratulations to him on that, and
Well,
hell of a lot of fun.
who would you like to thank so we can get over here and talk to Mike real quick before we move on to our big blocks for the night?
Just want to thank my wife. She did a great job in the powder puff. She told me I had to finish better than her, so I didn't finish better, but I did tie her, so I'll take it.
There you go.
So just got to thank her and everything she does to support me, and thank you guys for putting this on, and glad I can be a part of such a great group. Just a really fun group that can go week to week and door to door, week in, week out.
All right, well, happy to have you, man. How about a Mike Anderson, third place?
Hey, we'll take that for week one.
What kind of racing was that, bud? I tell you what, pretty tight racing all night long.
It sure was. First of all, congratulations, Mike Maurer, on a feature win. First one, that's always special, so congratulations to him. I'll take top 3 on week 1. Real tight up front. Thought I might have something for him if we continue to go green, but I was watching that leaderboard and I seen that 13 car come in, and lo and behold, we got that caution. But put it on the bottom. Didn't really go anywhere else. I did try that middle line there. We were throwing some dirt up there in the middle, and it turned real dark in there. So I did try that. There was speed everywhere tonight, so real good track, and yeah.
Good job tonight, Tyler. You got anything for Mike?
Yeah, I really saw you working that bottom line early in that one, and I mean, you were able to slow roll it just as good as about anybody, and you were inching on Maurer, and man, it was 2x2, and that caution come out. Did it feel like the bottom might have went away just a little bit right whenever you felt like you had a chance to maybe take the lead and maybe change the outcome of this one?
For sure. As soon as we went back green, running the same line, just had no forward bite. Didn't feel like it anyway. Throttle control was much more of a thing coming off the corner than it was prior to that caution. And then with Jonathan being out there, I just decided to stay down there and see what we could get out of it. Well, like I said, we'll take top 3 in this league all day long. Looked at that leaderboard just to see where Smeal was, and as I was looking at the leaderboard, I can see Riesinger, not a slouch. I can see Larry Hess, not a slouch. I'm like, well, I don't know why I'm looking for one specific car. Any of these guys can go by me at any one of these times here, so that makes it pretty cool. But yeah, it went away a little bit, and we just put it there to hold on, and worked out.
All right. Well, congratulations on a 3rd place. What a great run for everybody in the Pro Late Division to start this season, and we're gonna get off here and get ready to go big block modified racing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. First night out in this brand new class, and pretty good field of cars for them. So we'll see if that race is half the race this was. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, we'll see everybody here in just a couple minutes. We're going to get the big block modifieds staged at Huset's, and we'll be right back with you here. Don't go anywhere. We've got a race like you just saw coming up here in just a few minutes. Alrighty, we now have the big block modifieds here at Houston's on trackside. Right now in front of you, you see the 66N of Orvis Newcomb. In front of him, that's the 7 machine of Cody Schultz. There's the 29 machine of Cody Buck. Also, John Smeal in the 9 machine. Christopher Gormont making it back out with us here tonight in that 43 machine. Byron Meeks in the 25M. And right now, your quick time is Cody Buck in that 29 machine. Behind him is the 53 machine of Ryan Patton. In front of him right now, that's the 057 of Colton Probes. Behind him in that 1 machine is Ryan Hallman. Then we have the 26 machine of Earl the Squirrel Jackson. So, right now it is Cody Buck, Ryan Patton, Earl Jackson, Ryan Hallman, Byron Meeks, Orvis Newcomb, Cody Schultz, Chris Gormont, Colton Probes, Todd Bailey, John Smeal,
I do believe we have a false entry of Nick Anderson.
I did see that. We do believe we have a false entry of Nick Anderson. There's the 57T of Todd Bailey out there. There's the 1 machine of Ryan Hallman, recently married in that 1 machine. So 3 honeymoon traditions is racing with the Instigators Racing lead.
Louder.
There's also the 03 machine of Carl Lansbury here tonight.
Just making it out for his first set of hot laps now. So I was watching for lap times there, and he hadn't made a lap yet.
Carl Lansbury hasn't raced with us for a while, but he is back. Trying his hand in the modified division. Ryan Patton on your screen right now in that 53P. He made the switch from your super late models to the modifieds for this year. Couple switches you might have realized here. New to the league is Earl the Squirrel Jackson in the 26 machine. First year racing with us in that 26 machine. Also the 057 old Colton Probes. He is new here this year. As I was saying, Ryan Patton making the switch from super late model to the modifieds. Todd Bailey going from the pro late models to the modifieds this year. Cody Schultz making a switch from the pro late models to the modifieds this year. John Smeal, a new member with us this year also. In that number 9. Byron Meeks switching from super late to the modified division. The 66N of Orvis Newcomb coming from the super late model division to the modifieds also. So a lot of change up as this is a new class, but it has built a pretty good class. Cody Buck also did run with the super late models until now in the modifieds, so.
Did you, I didn't quite catch everybody said, did you say our rookies in this class are John Smeal, Jeremy Brial?
I actually was just going over it as you come in right there.
Colton Probst. Those are our 3 rookies in this division.
That's a car I did not get to see make any laps yet.
What's that?
Jeremy Brialt.
Yep, Jeremy Brialt, John Smeal,
He's in that 74
Colton
machine.
Probst. Those are your rookies.
So good to see Jeremy out here tonight. So this will be the first time we get to see the KDJ Etch Designs Big Block Modifieds in the Instigators Racing Winter Leagues. But so far, I think they're going to be a great fit for them guys that aren't exactly super diehard late model fans, and will be able to find a home here in the Instigators Racing League.
That's for sure. Well, I had several guys saying that they like the modifieds better than late models, and we decided to expand this year and try open it up this division and to see what kind of results we would get. And I can't say that I'm more pleasantly surprised than I am in how the division's split up pretty evenly. The super lates might be the lightest card right now, but we still got 10 to 12 cars signed up for that. So I think we're going to be in good shape for all 3 divisions this year.
Definitely glad to see the way it evenly split up, and definitely quite a tasking track for these guys to start at. As we all know, we ran super late models here last year, and it is a tough task to get a big wide-bodied car like them late models around here. So hopefully we can, hopefully these modifieds are able to feel like they have a little bit more room and have some good racing, as this was voted in by your modified drivers, so they should be excited.
Yeah, but it's not everybody probably knows we have a banquet at the end of the year, just like big race cars in real life, and we the guys that show up to this banquet, we have a vote on a lot of this stuff, and it's not just all pulled out of a hat. So this is what we voted on, and what these guys that are in this class voted on. So they ask and they shall receive.
They shall receive.
Looking at some of these guys' lap times, is Earl Jackson is a new driver in our league, but not a new driver overall in the iRacing world, so he will not be considered a rookie this year, but he's fast right out of the gate, being new, as he's 3rd right now in our hot lap session. So you were talking about Carl Lansbury earlier, about him not running here for a little bit. He's moved up right up to 7th out of 14, so he's right in the middle of the pack.
And talking about Earl there, I heard talking to him a little bit earlier today. Saw a post there on Facebook about a tribute car. He's running a tribute car here tonight, as you can see on his quarter panel. So awesome to see something like that here tonight.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's give out a shout out to John Smeal. There's a guy that he's got thrown in here, and he might be our only real true rookie this year that basically has almost 0 experience. Colton Probst is pretty new also, but John Smeal just out here to learn, turn laps, and get better week after week. So, we're hoping to see that. A lot of us have been there. There was guys, it's just this group has gotten pretty seasoned, and it's pretty hard to jump right in with any of these classes and be competitive right out of the street.
Definitely, there's competitiveness in every single one of these classes. I mean, when we first started this, you had a huge skill gap between your guy leading your race and your guy fighting for 5th or 6th. And right now, I mean, that guy running 5th has all the power to go up there and win one of these races. So really just a really close skill gap, and it's really made us have some of the best racing that I think we could have here in the Instigator League.
You're absolutely right. I mean, you watch that Pro Late race. Did you see the leader ever catch another car in that group?
No.
Never saw it. Never had a lap car in our 40-lap event with only 1 or 2 cautions. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 cautions that last race. That's just amazing that everybody is that equaled out. Well, we're down to less than a minute here in hot laps, and we're going to line them up for our heat races. After our little 1 minute session after the heat race, and we'll go feature time, and we'll only have one race left for our opening night here in the Instigators League after the modifieds.
Alrighty, Bart. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty there with the DQing of one. So unfortunately for those technical difficulties there, But we are back.
We
Sorry about that.
apologize.
Yeah, definitely.
First race of the season. We're going to have some little glitches here and there. Sorry about that, folks. We'll get her all ironed out. And we apologize to John Smil for the technical difficulty of him, what happened to him, and hope he understands. We'll try to make it right with him.
Yeah, definitely going to try and make it right there. Just unfortunate, you know, I missed DQ. I'm just going to have to make sure that we don't have that happen again. We're going to continue to try and keep this league good. But as we take the checkered flag, Orvis Duca from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania will pick up heat race number 1. Second place out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania, the 25M of Byron Meeks picks up 3rd. And out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania, the 057 of Colton Probst will finish 3rd. Byron Meeks was 2nd, and Orvis Newcomb picked up heat race number 1.
Good run by Orvis Ducum there as he had to work by.
Yeah, great.
Strong.
Really good race there.
Modified driver Byron Meeks.
Really good race there. So 3 heat races actually here for the Big Block Modifieds.
And the 29.
You know, on the pole of this one, in the 29 machine, that is going to be Cody Buck. Cody Buck is out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania. Outside him in the 03 machine, that'll be Carl Lansbury. He is out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania.
Inside your second row to number 57 out of Mundorf, PA, it would be Todd Bailey. And rounding out your field in the 43 out of State College is Chris Gormont.
Alrighty, we got your lineup on that one. So once again, we are gonna make everything right and continue to try our best here with the Instigators Racing League. Is we're gonna let them roll around one more lap before we turn them loose here for heat race number 2. So heat race number 2, getting ready to fire here for your KDJ Etch Designs Big Block Modifieds. Out of turn number 4. They're going to put the hammer down. Let's get some green flag out of turn number 4. Cody Buck to the early lead down into turn number 1 and 2. Cody Buck, your leader. Carl Lansbury, he'll run second right now in front of the Mundorf Warrior of Todd Bailey. Todd Bailey in third right now. Chris Gormont running in that 4th place position. Now here comes Carl Lansbury. He might try and work on that 29 machine on his first night back here with the Instigators Racing League. And that 03 machine will try and get a handful of that cushion up to the top side, trying to run down that 29 machine. Cody Buck, your leader. Carl Lansbury second. They're pulling away from the 57T of Todd Bailey and the 43 of Christopher Gormont. Turn number 4, Cody Buck, your leader. 03 of Carl Lansbury trying to rail him in. Both running very different lines. Cody Buck right around the bottom, and Carl Lansbury doing a little bit of a slider line through that middle lane. Now we'll cut down and try and get a little bit of a bite off the bottom side. As we work lap number 6 right now, all cars still in the same straightaway, so evenly matched through the field right now. Carl Lansbury off the bottom of turns number 4. Cody Buck, your leader in that 29 machine. As we're gonna get the white flag there. That is the Smil Racing Designs white flag one more time around for heat race number 2 and the 29 machine of Cody Buck down the back straightaway for the final time into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Cody Buck gonna pick up heat race number 2 over Carl Lansbury, Todd Bailey, and Christopher Gormont.
Pretty good run, though, for the 03. As Cody Buck, who has won some preliminary races here this year in the modified, and him on his first night back, has a pretty good run for him.
Definitely a pretty good run for him. But alrighty. On the pole of this one, that is going to be Cody Schultz in the 7 machine. He's out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Outside of him in the 74 machine, a rookie here this year, that's going to be Jeremy Brialt from West Lebanon, New York. Inside your second row in the 26
will be Earl Jackson out of DuBois. Outside of him in the 53, out of Brockway, Pennsylvania, Ryan Patton.
As we all love the slow rolling pace truck of Houston Speedway. Pretty good to see the pill draw working this time as Cody Schultz on the pole for this heat race. So we'll see what he can do. He switched over from the Pro Late models to the big block modifieds here this year. So got some pretty heavy hitters in this one, some pretty fast guys. As we said, a super late model driver in Ryan Patton in that 4th place position. Jeremy Briault new with us, but had some Jeremy Briault and the 26th of Earl Jackson new with us, but they've had some pretty strong preliminary races. So we're going to see what they can do here on their first race here. Heat race number 3 for the KDJX Designs big block modifieds. We're getting ready to turn them loose here. Final heat race of the night before we go feature time out of turn number 4. Put her to the floor, boys. We're green. Jeremy Briault gets a good run. Oh, Ryan Patton's in the wall early there. Let's see if he can get her back going. He will. Jeremy Briault going to go to the outside, though, of Cody Schultz and try to take that early lead. They're side by side, wheel to wheel, down into turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Jeremy Briault tries to get the edge on the silver sheet. He grabs the fence. Cody Schultz, he'll take advantage. He'll slide job up in front of the 74 machine. Cody Schultz, your leader, after a mistake by the 74 of Jeremy Briault. Now Cody Schultz will move to that top shelf. Here comes Earl the Squirrel Jack to the inside of the 74. He won't be able to make something happen quite yet. Cody Schultz up on that cushion, gets a little sideways. Here comes Jeremy Briault. Earl Jackson right on Jeremy's left rear quarter panel. Out of turn number 4, we're almost looking to go 3 wide. Not quite yet here in Houston. Cody Schultz, your leader, into turns 1 and 2. Off of turn number 2, he still leads her, trying to pick up a heat race win in the big block modified. Here comes Earl Jackson to the inside of Jeremy Briault off of turn number 4, side by side. Good race in there. Cody Schultz loves it as he tries to walk away. There's a little bit of contact between Earl Jackson and Jeremy Briault. We'll stick clean and green. Now Ryan Patton had to gain a lot of ground, but he's now on the back deck lid of Jeremy Briault down the front straightaway. Cody Schultz leading this one, trying to get a heat race win here tonight in that big block modified. Earl Jackson now in that 2nd place. Here comes Ryan Patton. He's going to try and make a bid for that 3rd spot. He'll have it at the line. Ryan Patton, after a bad start, he's up to 3rd now in front of Jeremy Briault, now trying to run down the Squirrel Action Jackson. Spiel Racing Designs, white flag one more time around for Cody Schultz to pick up heat race number 3 of the KDJX Designs. He's sideways, hold on to it, Cody. Oh, hold on to it, down into turns 3 and 4. Earl Jackson 3 wide out of turn number 4 for your heat race 3 win. It's going to be Cody Schultz over Earl Jackson, Ryan Patton, and Jeremy Briault. What a battle.
Man, I thought Cody Schultz may have stepped on it there. He was able to gather it back up. But what a good race there in that 3rd heat race.
What a good race. They were 3 wide for your heat race win there off of turn number 4. I thought Cody Schultz let it all out there in 1 and 2, but luckily he had built up enough of a gap to keep himself, to right himself and win heat race number 3 with the KDJX Designs big block modifieds. So we are going to get ready to go 40 times around this speedway here at Houston. Everybody gets the engines warm and they roll out to see how that track's looking.
I'm curious to see how these guys do in this tight little bull ring with 13 of them lining up, 12 or 13. I actually don't have the exact number in front of me right now. There's 13 of them, 14 of them. It's going to be lining up. Oh, I'm sorry, 13 without Nick Anderson. I
12
forgot about that.
John.
Yeah, so we're going to have 12 of them.
But a 13 car is registered for this one. We're registered, so. So, alrighty. This, I think, is going to be a good one. We might have a couple over-track specialties cautions in this one, as this is a tight bull ring, but we're going to see what happens here. I'll start us off on the front row, on the pole. Came from Super Late Models last year. That's going to be the 66N of Orvis Newcomb out of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Outside him in a 29 machine. That's going to be Cody Buck out of Phillipsburg, Pennsylvania.
inside your second row out of Clearfield, PA, will be the number 7 of Cody Schultz, and outside of him in the 25 out of Uniontown will be Byron Meeks.
Inside row number 3, that's going to be the 03 machine of Carl Lansbury out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania, which he's actually going to elect to drop to the back in that 03 machine. So Carl Lansbury going to drop to the back in that 03 machine. So that is going to move the 057 up. So the 057 will be your 5th place starting spot. Colton Probst out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. And outside of him will be Earl the Squirrel Jackson out of DuBois, Pennsylvania.
So that'll be inside the 4th row will be the 53 out of Brockway will be Ryan Patton, and outside of him in the number 74, I believe that's out of West Lebanon, New York, Jeremy Briel.
Inside row number 5, that'll be the 43 machine of Christopher Gorman out of State College, Pennsylvania. And outside him in the 57 T will be Todd Bailey out of Mundorf, PA.
And now rounding out your field, out of Clearfield, PA, will be the 03 of Carl Lansbury.
Pace truck gonna duck off. We've got a lot of power here on this back straightaway as we're getting ready to turn it all loose here out of turn number 4. Orvis Newcomb, Cody Buck, they lead him to the green flag here for your inaugural Big Block Modified. KDJ Exercise Big Block Modified, so they'll fire off into turn number 1 and 2.
That 66 machine fired off like a rocket ship down that straightaway.
Yes, it did, and he will take the early lead. 3rd place is going to be the 7 machine of Cody Schultz. He'll make his way up in that 3rd place. Here comes Cody Buck to the outside, looking to take the lead away here early. Cody Buck right up on the lip, side by side. Good run for Orvis Newcomb. He'll continue to lead right now. Side by side, wheel to wheel at the front of the field here at Houston. Orvis Newcomb gives him a lane to the outside. Side by side for that top spot. These guys are tooth and nail right now. Orvis Newcomb on the bottom, Cody Buck on the outside. Who's going to have it off at turn number 4? Cody Buck now has the lead here on lap number 4. Cody Buck way up on that outside berm right now in that 29 machine leading this one. Orvis Newcomb runs 2nd right now. Cody Schultz still running in that 3rd place position. Now here comes Earl the Squirrel Jackson trying to work to the inside of the 25M of Byron Meeks. They're side by side, wheel to wheel off of turn number 2. Good hard racing, just enough room for Byron Meeks to squeak to the outside. Now Ryan Patton in that picture. Cody Schultz running a good race. There's a little contact there between Byron Meeks and the 26 machine of Earl Jackson. But I tell you what, this track is so small, I don't know how you're not going to make contact here. And now Byron Meeks, he'll show the nose to the inside of the 7 machine of Cody Schultz. Get him up off the bottom, and he will make his way to that 3rd place position right now. Cody Schultz still is going to drop back to 4th. He's going to cut down there. Big stack up. Ryan Patton contact. They're wrecking a little bit behind, but they'll all keep it clean and green right now. Back up at the front of the field, Orvis Newcomb has not let the 29 machine of Cody Buck run away from him. He's maybe trying to gain just a little bit. Here comes Orvis Newcomb. Orvis Newcomb trying to gain on that 29 machine and maybe make something happen here tonight. He's right on the back bumper of the 29 machine. These two have pulled away from Byron Meeks, Cody Schultz, and Earl Jackson right now. They are the battle. Orvis Newcomb in that duct tape number 66 in here tonight. Down the front straightaway as they now work on lap number 11 here of 40 at Houston. It's Cody Buck a little high there off of turn number 2. Does Orvis...
Cody Schultz hits the inside berm, gets all sideways into the inside guard. He's going to hold on to it. Wow, Jeremy rolled right around him there on the outside. He's going to lose wholesale ground. So Cody Schultz went from bad to worse there, but he was having a good run put together, so maybe he could try and pick a few off here and come back from now. He's back in the 9th place position. Orvis Newcomb all over the back end of the 29 machine of Cody Buck. Look at Orvis Newcomb right back to him. Good run by the 66N.
Great run. Great race up front right here, right now. These guys have pulled away from the 25M of Byron Meeks and the 53P of Ryan Patton. They're looking for a caution while Orvis Newcomb is looking for a lane to try and make his way around. Now these drivers see the back of the field, though. Cody Buck, Orvis Newcomb see the back of the field. They see Colton Probst, the first one to go a lap down in front of them. How long till they catch him, and will lap traffic play a factor here tonight? Orvis Newcomb tries a little bit of a slider line there, loses a little bit of ground on The 29 machine of Cody Buck. He'll go back to the lip off of turn number 4. Cody Buck still your leader. 17 in the books. Off of turn number 2, Cody Buck your leader. Orvis Newcomb right there waiting in the wings, waiting for a mistake. Byron Meeks, Ryan Patton, Earl Jackson rounds up your top 5. Back up at the front, Cody Buck has caught lap traffic. What does he do here? Colton Probst the first to go a lap down. Christopher Gormont right in front of him. Down the front straightaway, they've got to be careful here. Try and pick their moves smart here off of turn number 2. Cody Buck, where does he go? Colton Probst running that lower line. Cody Buck electing that little bit of a higher line. He's got to set this one up, though. Cody Buck, now he'll go to the outside of the 57 of Colton Probst. Off the corner, though. Colton will leave him the lane. Good, hard racing. Colton Probst leaves Cody Buck a lane, so Cody Buck will go around the outside. Now Orvis Newcomb going to have to try and work past him. Now the 29 machine stuck behind the 43 machine of Christopher Gormont. Now Cody Buck going to go to the bottom side. Can Orvis Newcomb maybe try and make a little bit of ground here? Christopher Gormont leaves him a lane. Great racing through lap traffic between those two as they still continue to run nose to tail. Byron Meeks behind them with the 53P of Ryan Patton, Earl Jackson, Todd Bailey, Carl Lansbury, Jeremy Briall. That is how they run right now. Orvis Newcomb now trying that little bit lower line on the bottom right now. Can he find a little bit more grip than that 29 machine? He looks pretty good down there. Let's see. I tell you what, that great racing so far in this one.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe these guys went. We are 24, 25 laps into this race without a caution on this tight bull ring like this.
Surely shows the amount of talent and competitiveness and respect that these guys on this tight bull ring. Us at late models, we were having trouble, and these guys are showing us how it's done right now. As they're not going to catch lap traffic for, I don't know if they're going to catch any more. So can Cody Buck hold off Orvis Newcomb? Jeremy Brialt is in front of them. Will that become a factor? Jeremy's running the bottom right now. Cody Buck trying to pick up a win here in the Instigators Racing League. He is ripping that lip. He's been ripping it all night. Orvis Newcomb has started to fall behind just a little bit. Can he close that gap in before this race is over? Jeremy Briall, the next car to go a lap down in front of them. He's running that bottom line. Cody Buck going to try and jump around him here on the outside.
We are in 10 to go right now. It'll be single file after if there's a caution here on. They've knocked 30 laps off quick here tonight at this bull ring at Houston Speedway.
Yeah, laps definitely clicking off quick here in this one. As now Jeremy sees the leaders here as he'll hold it right down on the bottom. Orvis Newcomb is just out of striking distance right now to try and make anything happen. As we've had a good race all night here between the 53P and the 25M. As I say that, there's an opening for Ryan Patton to go to the inside of Byron Meeks. They're side by side. Great battle for third right now for your final podium spot. These guys are fighting to have a word with us up here in the booth. Side by side, wheel to wheel for that third place position. Not missing anything up front. Still side by side for third. Ryan Patton on the bottom. Byron Meeks on that outside lane. Side by side. Into turns 1 and 2. Ryan Patton slow rolling right around the bottom. We'll get a good bite off at turn number 2. Trying to pull alongside the 25M. Side by side, Ryan Patton leaving a lane. They are so close down into turns 1 and 2. Great race for that third place position right now. Up front, it's still Cody Buck over Orvis Newcomb. Orvis Newcomb is not gaining or losing right now, and he's running out of laps to make anything happen. These guys are still side by side for that third place position. What a great race here to start for the inaugural KDJ Exercise Big Block Modifieds. Off at turn number 4. They're dead even at the line for third. Back up front, Cody Buck still leads. He's going to see the popsicle sticks 2 laps to go to win the inaugural KDJX Designs Big Block Modifieds. We have
I believe
seen.
this will be Cody Buck's first ever win in the Instigator League also.
I do believe it'll be another first-time winner. Spiel Racing Designs, white flag one more time around. We haven't seen a lot of oval track specialties. Oh, Carl Lansbury was stopped on the inside, but it's white flag. There's going to be no caution, and that means that Cody Buck, out of turn number 4, is going to get his first Instigators Racing League win. Second goes to Orvis Newcomb. Third is going to go to Byron Meeks over Ryan Patton. Earl Jackson will come home 5th. Then it's going to be Todd Bailey.
So Cody Buck headed to the back road powder coating victory lane. Not one person needed the elevated outdoors hot pit in that race. What a race there. These guys put on a show for a bull ringer racetrack. Unbelievable.
Yeah, no oval track specialties, caution flags, 40 laps, flag to flag. And Cody Buck did not lead flag to flag, but he did get it done in the end. So
Your Newcomb Automotive Hard Charger of the race, if I'm not mistaken, will go to the 53 of Ryan Patton, starting 9th and moving to 4th. Moved up 5 positions, along with Jeremy Briall, but Briall finishing farther back, so that will go to Ryan Patton. So congratulations on that, the Newcomb Automotive Hard Charger of the race.
as we've got Cody Buck and Orvis Newcomb in the booth right now, and Byron Meeks makes his way up. We'll make our way over to Cody Buck first for his first ever Instigators Racing official win here tonight. How did it feel to be out there tonight, Cody? You got the lead early and was able to fend off Orvis Newcomb there during the remaining laps.
I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous there. I knew it was on the outside there at the start of the race. I was just nervous that Orvie had a good car. I was scared he was going to get me.
How does it feel to get your first win here for the Instigator Racing League?
I'm not going to lie, I'm shaking really bad. This is intense. Like, it's cool to get my first ever win. Feels great, actually.
Well, you look good out there. You held your line. You never made no mistakes. You didn't let the pressure get to you. Who would you like to thank here?
Honestly, my wife, my kids for letting me do this every day, and that's pretty much about it. And Speed Ranch for helping me out a lot, getting me where I'm at.
Well, congratulations,
All right.
Cody. Awesome to see your first win there, and was really, really impressed to be able to keep your composure up there on that lip there tonight.
Thank you.
Moving on over to Orvie Newcomb, coming home in second. Orvis, you were the only guy tonight that really had anything for Cody Buck. You were there. You kept him in your sights the whole time. What did you need? You think you needed to get one spot better tonight?
You know, honestly, I was just kind of waiting for him to make a mistake, and he never made a mistake. He ran a great race, great line. He had a good car. I was honestly waiting for Meeks to come around me because I knew he had a good car behind me. I just didn't know how far back he was or how fast he was coming, along with Patton.
Yeah, those guys were fast tonight, along with a couple other guys like Earl and them. But it seemed like you and Buck were the class of the field tonight. You made a charge at him there. You got to his rear bumper and like you stalled out. Had to stay in that line to run that speed and really couldn't get out of that line.
Yeah, I thought I had more on the bottom, but I didn't have much on the bottom. But no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I'll take it.
Tyler, you got anything for Orvie?
Yeah, congratulations there, Orvis. It was, Big Tate struggled a little bit in the super late models last year, but you come out swinging here in the KDJ Big Block Modifieds, able to put yourself on a podium position night one. And like Dad had said there, you really strive there, and we're the only one that could get to that back bumper of Cody Buck and just waiting for a mistake, but definitely had a fast car tonight and was impressive to see was a good race to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, everyone did a great job. I mean, going caution free for 40 laps like that, I mean, that's a challenge. It's a challenge in itself.
Well, anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank you and Chad for putting this league on, and everyone that helps do everything, and not my rap guy, because obviously you see the duct tape numbers.
Well, all right, Orvie.
Yes,
We
congratulations.
appreciate you too and everything you do in this league too.
I try. I mean, it's fun.
All right, well, moving over to Byron Meeks. Byron, one of the favorites here in this Big Block Modified. I don't think Eustis is one of your favorite racetracks, but you still come home with third place. How'd your car feel tonight?
Oh, the car was good. It's just, just had a mishap in the heat race. I messed up and let Orvie around and started me in the 4th position, and just need to start a little bit better next time.
Yeah, track position is a big deal here. Anybody you'd like to thank, or?
I'd like to thank you guys for putting this league on every year. It's fun and it's enjoyable. Not many people get to have a league that's this reliable, and all these guys that get to race in it.
Well, we appreciate you traveling all the way from Uniontown to race with us.
yeah. Or travel for me.
Yeah. Tyler, you got anything for Byron?
No, just a good race there between you and Pat, and I saw you guys battling back there for that third place position. Just once Orvis and Cody got out there, it's really hard here in a small track like this to try and make up a lot of time. So I'm sure you guys are looking for a caution, but surprisingly, no oval track specialties cautions here tonight. But maybe next week that'll be a different story.
Absolutely. I mean, caution free was a big key factor for them guys to stay out front and allow them to get that big of a lead on everybody else in the field, especially Pat. And he had a good car and he started a little deeper than us.
Yeah, Pat did get the hard charger of the race, so yeah, he definitely had a good car, good piece there in long run. But all right, well, I appreciate everything you do and everybody that races with us here. We're gonna move on to off the KDJ Etch Design Big Block Modifieds. We're gonna go to our last race of the night in the super late models with the I believe I'm still learning these sponsors, the Blaze Harrison Brothers Welding and Fabrication super late models. So that'll be next up. Everybody stay on if you can, and for one more race, and we're bringing the supers to you here in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, this will be a new stream, ladies and gentlemen, so you will have to jump to another stream, but we will be right here on this same page, so don't miss out. Wait for the stream to pop up, and we will see you there.